The neighborhood watch had been waiting for excitement. For months, their meetings consisted of coffee, printed maps, and reports of suspicious activity that usually turned out to be stray cats or misplaced recycling bins. By the time Friday night arrived, everyone was more bored than alert. That was when someone suggested a full-scale patrol. No one was entirely sure what that meant, but everyone agreed it sounded important. By 10:30 p.m., they were out on the sidewalks with flashlights, reflective vests, and walkie-talkies that kept cutting in and out. Every shadow felt dramatic. Every sound deserved investigation. The quiet streets made their footsteps seem louder than they should have been. Then things stopped making sense. One volunteer reported footsteps near the park. Another insisted they heard voices behind the school fence. A third swore a car was circling the block, though no one else saw it. Messages overlapped, directions conflicted, flashlights pointed everywhere at once. At some point, they began responding to their own reports. A whistle blew and everyone ran toward it, only to discover it had been blown accidentally by someone adjusting their jacket. Moments later, two volunteers hid behind the same tree, each believing the other was a suspicious figure. Lights flicked on across the neighborhood. Confused residents stepped outside, watching as the watch group moved hurriedly back and forth, whispering urgently, accomplishing nothing. The scene looked serious, but no one could explain what they were actually doing. Finally, the truth emerged in pieces. The footsteps were a jogger wearing headphones. The voices belonged to teenagers laughing on a phone call. The circling car was a delivery driver following GPS instructions. Nothing had been wrong at all. The patrol quietly ended soon after. Equipment was packed away. Apologies were exchanged. By midnight, the streets were silent again. The next day, neighbors talked about it with amused disbelief. No one could quite explain the decisions made that night or why they'd seemed reasonable at the time. All they knew was this: the neighborhood had survived, unchanged. What the watch had done, however, still made no sense.